John, I want to go back to swimming here for a second.
Okay.
And I'm going to introduce this topic through this lens. I know you love to speak. You've been donating your time a lot to universities to try to inspire the up-and-coming next generation. But I happened to go on LinkedIn one day and I see this conference announcement, and here you are headlining, and they had these two, I don't know, average people speaking with you, Michael Phelps and
my aquatic childhood hero.
And I know that this speaking is something that you love to do, and it's something that's become very important to you. Can you talk about, I know one of the things you like to talk about is burnout and how to avoid it. I was hoping you might be able to share that, and then I'll ask you a couple other questions about some of the things you like to cover.
So I do enjoy the public speaking, which surprises me because in the military, I hated getting up in front of large groups and selling our mission. Anytime we wanted to try and get a mission, the officer would get up and brief all the senior leadership. And it always was, I always felt like I was getting sniped from the crowd. And so I avoided that stuff. I didn't enjoy it. I tried to do one-on-ones with the senior leadership to get missions and that kind of stuff. And then I got out and I got asked to go speak at a local high school. And I didn't really want to do it. And I went and I did. It was a Veterans Day thing, and 11th hour, the 11th month of the 11th hour, Armistice Day. And I look out in the crowd, and these kids are hanging on every single word. And then I opened it up for questions after I spoke. I only talked for 15 minutes. And after a half hour, the principal had to cut it off. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. And what I learned is there's so much from my life that I've learned in my time in the military and my time after the military in business. There's so many lessons that I've learned that I love sharing with people, especially when they're younger, where that college age, seniors in high school, college, or young professionals just starting in the business world. I love talking to those guys because there's so many lessons that I learned the hard way that very simply can be avoided with doing the little things right. I love talking about that, right? When you're at a service academy and it doesn't make sense, well, you got to do all these little things the exact right way, or you get the buds and you have to sharpen your knife a certain way or tie your shoes. All those little things, they don't necessarily make sense until one day you're in the combat zone and you have tragedy and somebody dies. And you peel it all back and you look at what happened, and then you realize, oh, geez, we missed a little thing. Those types of stories resonate with young Americans. That's what I love to do, is there's things that I've done in the military and there's stories I like to tell, and then take the operational piece of whatever the story was and then fold it into these kids' lives and how it can help them. And it works for small businesses and project management teams and that kind of stuff as well.